Let me start with a simple question. Please raise your hand. How many of you were taught debt is bad? Almost everyone. Now keep your hand up if you believe billionaires also hate debt. Interesting, because that belief is completely wrong. In fact, this might shock you. Billionaires don't avoid debt, they master it. And tonight, I want to show you how. Here's a strange truth. Poor people try to become debt-free. Rich people try to become cash flow rich. That one sentence changes everything. The great debt illusion. Let me give you a very relatable example. Imagine two people. Person A buys a 20 lakh rupees car with a loan. Person B buys a 20 lakh rupees apartment with a loan. Both have debt. But only one of them is getting richer. Why? Because debt itself is not the problem. What the debt buys is the problem. The car loses value. The apartment can produce rent, appreciation, and tax benefits. Same loan. Completely different future. This is the line that separates bad debt from good debt. How billionaires really use loans. Now let me take you inside the billionaire mindset. Most people think billionaires buy things with cash. No, they buy almost nothing with cash. Let me tell you a true story. The billionaire house story. A billionaire wants to buy a 100 crore rupees mansion. You think he pays 100 crore rupees? No, he goes to the bank and says, I own businesses, stocks, real estate, worth 2,000 crore rupees. The bank says, Sir, please take a loan at 4 to 6%. He takes the loan. Why? Because his money invested elsewhere is earning 12%, 15%, sometimes 20%. So he borrows at 6% while earning 15%. That difference is called financial intelligence. And here's the magic part. The rich don't sell assets, they borrow against them. Let me ask you something. If you own shares of a great company like Apple, Amazon, or Google, and those shares were growing every year, would you sell them to buy a house? Most billionaires say, never. Instead, they borrow against the shares. Why? Because no selling, right pointing arrow. No capital gains tax. Asset continues to grow. Loan gives liquidity, so they live, travel, buy homes, even yachts, using loans, while their assets quietly keep compounding. Debt becomes a tool, not a trap. Let me ask you this. Don't answer out loud, just think. What if debt could make you calmer instead of stressed? What if debt paid your EMI for you? Sounds impossible? It's not. It's just good debt. The one rule billionaires never break. Here's the golden rule. If the loan does not create income or growth, it is bad debt. Billionaires ask only one question before taking a loan. Will this debt make me more money than it costs me? If the answer is yes, they take more of it. If the answer is no, even if it looks impressive, they walk away. Status never beats strategy. Most people think, first I'll earn money, then I'll invest. Billionaires think, first I'll control assets, money will follow. Loans help them control assets earlier. Instead of waiting 30 years to save enough, time is their real advantage. So let me leave you with this thought before we move to part 2. Debt didn't ruin people. Unproductive debt ruined people. In the next part, I'll show you the exact types of good debt billionaires love, why banks treat the rich and poor very differently, and how ordinary people can safely apply these principles, because this knowledge isn't meant only for billionaires. If you're ready for part 2, tell me, and before we go forward, quick show of hands, how many of you have some kind of loan right now? A home loan, an education loan, a business loan, a credit card? Good. That means this talk is no longer theoretical. It's personal. Now here is something billionaires understand very clearly. They don't ask, should I take a loan or not? They ask, What kind of debt is this? There are only two kinds of debt in the world: bad debt and good debt. Bad debt buys things that go down in value. Bad debt creates no income. Bad debt depends entirely on your salary. Examples are everywhere. Credit cards used for lifestyle. Personal loans for luxury. Phones bought on EMI that you replace every year. This kind of debt doesn't just hurt your present. It eats your future. Now let's talk about good debt. Good debt buys assets. Good debt produces cash flow or appreciation. Good debt can help pay its own EMI. Examples: rental real estate, business expansion loans, education that increases earning power, loans backed by income-generating assets. Same bank, same paperwork, completely different outcome. Now let me tell you a truth that sounds unfair, but is real. Banks don't lend money to people who need it. They lend money to people who don't need it. Why? Because billionaires borrow against assets, not income. A salaried person says, "I earn 50,000 a month." A billionaire says, "I own assets worth 500 crore. Assets speak louder than effort. Now here's something schools never taught us. For the rich, interest on loans is often tax deductible. Profits are structured, deferred, optimized. So while most people think loan equals loss, billionaires think loan equals leverage plus tax efficiency. They don't just earn more. They keep more. Let me give you a simple illustration. Imagine this. You take a loan to buy a small rental property. Your EMI is 25,000 per month. Your rent is 35,000 per month. After expenses, maybe you're left with 5,000. Now ask yourself this question. Are you paying the EMI? Or is the asset paying it? This is how billionaires sleep peacefully, even with loans. Now I want you to do something small. Close your eyes for 5 seconds. Imagine all your EMIs paid by something other than your salary. That feeling of calm, that freedom, that is the real luxury. Now this part is important. I am not saying, go take massive loans tomorrow. Billionaires are not reckless. They are disciplined. They follow 3 rules and they never break them. Rule number 1. Cash flow first. If the asset doesn't create cash flow, they don't touch it. Rule number 2. Margin of safety. They always ask, what if income drops by 30%? If the deal survives, it's approved. Rule number 3. Long-term thinking. Good debt is boring. It's not flashy. It works slowly, consistently, quietly. Now here is the painful irony. The middle class uses loans for lifestyle, status, and comfort today. The wealthy use loans for ownership, control, and freedom tomorrow. Same tool. Opposite direction. So next time someone proudly says, "I am debt-free," ask a better question. Are you asset-rich because freedom doesn't come from zero loans? It comes from income that doesn't depend on you waking up every morning. Let me leave you with this final thought. Billionaires don't chase money. They build systems. And loans are fuel, not fire. Debt is a terrible master, but a brilliant servant. Use it wisely, and it can change your life. Thank you.